As the iconic Donna Martin from the popular television show Beverly Hills 90210, Tori Spelling has been in the limelight her whole life, winning people over as a reality star and television actor. Spelling, born into Hollywood nobility, has had an unusual path from a happy upbringing to the position of tabloid queen. Spelling was well known for her acting honors, but lately her turbulent relationships and financial difficulties have brought her into the spotlight. Let's explore Tori Spelling's life's highs and lows and the incidents that have prevented her from achieving her full potential in the public light. The birth of a star. Former model Carol Jean Candy Spelling and television and movie producer Aaron Spelling, who was 50 at the time of his daughter's birth, welcomed Victoria Davy Spelling into the world on May 16, 1973, in Los Angeles, California. Spelling's full name, Victoria, was soon abbreviated to Tori, and she was given an uncommon middle name in honor of her paternal grandpa, David. The bright and attractive little girl exhibited early indications that she was destined for greatness. Her parents, however, were unable to foresee her future path. Family fortune. Spelling had a rather unusual upbringing. One of the most successful television and film producers in history was her father, Aaron Spelling. Throughout Spelling's early years, he created several popular series, including Dynasty, Charlie's Angels, and The Mod Squad, after establishing his own production business in 1965. Spelling went to Westlake School, a prestigious private school exclusively for girls, while her brother Randy, who was born in 1978, went to Montclair College Preparatory School. Aaron and Candy Spelling believed they were providing their children with all the resources they needed to succeed with their affluent upbringing. Tori Spelling quickly established herself in the Hollywood industry. The acting bug. Spelling's father hired a private acting coach to teach her acting when she was 6 years old. She joined the family company shortly after, securing a number of guest spots in TV shows, including Saved by the Bell, Hotel, Fantasy Island, T.J. Hooker, and The Love Boat. Naturally, the fact that Spelling's father was a major Hollywood producer and that many of her early parts were on his series didn't help either. Spelling had always been a daddy's girl, and they became closer while working together. Her father, an entertainment mogul, had another ploy in his toolbox, as if her idyllic upbringing wasn't already extravagant enough. Life of luxury. Spelling's father purchased Bing Crosby's 6-acre Los Angeles estate in 1988 when she was 15 years old. He destroyed Crosby's old house and constructed The Manor, a 123-room mansion on the property that was regarded as one of the most opulent family houses in America at the time, in 1991. Specialty facilities at the Manor featured a barbershop, a movie theater, a room for wrapping gifts, and a bowling alley. Even though Spelling only lived in the house for 2 years, she never visited every room, but it was enough to give her a taste for opulent living that would last for many years. Big break. At the age of 17, Spelling was cast as Donna Marie Martin in the adolescent drama series Beverly Hills 90210, which Aaron Spelling's business co-produced. Spelling portrayed Donna for the entire 10-year duration of the program. Fans praised Spelling's performance as the charming and affluent kid, and she received 2 nominations for Young Artist Awards for the role. The young Spelling was thrust into the fame she had always been meant to have by this performance, but she was about to discover that there were drawbacks to being famous. Troubled love life. Despite playing a morally upright and well-behaved heroine on the program, Spelling became entangled in both on- and off-screen drama due to her regular presence on set and her interactions with other affluent young actresses. Spelling started dating Nick Savalas in the middle of the 1990s. He is the son of actor Telly Savalas, and she subsequently labeled him a nightmare who called her ugly 10 times a day, according to the Daily Mail. A few months after Savalas and fellow 90210 actor Luke Perry got into a fight at the Spelling family Christmas party, the poisonous relationship ended. Spelling wished for better success in love the following time, but she would quickly find it was the least of her concerns. Spending habits. For the first time, Spelling was paid throughout the 10-year run of Beverly Hills 90210. She had always been wealthy, but the young actress overreached herself since she wasn't accustomed to having complete control over her own expenditures. She would shut down a store and spend between $50,000 and $60,000. Candy Spelling, her mother, told the New York Times, she just went crazy. The funding issue was only the start of something that will last forever. Spelling's spending habits worsened when the popular series ended since they were no longer in line with her salary. TV Movie Queen. Spelling was featured in many made-for-television films during her time on Beverly Hills 90210, such as Mother, May I Sleep with Danger, A Friend to Die For, and Co-Ed Call Girl, as well as a number of indie films. Screenshot from Scream 2. She was nominated for a Razzie Worst New Star Award for her role as a mocked version of herself in Scream 2. After her long-term success as Donna Martin, the young actress had a hard time finding such dependable and satisfying work. But Spelling, who is now in her 20s, had other ideas. Marrying Charlie. Spelling married writer and actor Charlie Shanahan in a lavish wedding at Spelling Manor in 2004. But there were problems in the marriage from the start. She told people that the two were from opposite worlds. Hers at the Marriott in Peabody, Massachusetts, tossing back a few buds at my high school reunion, and his in a Monte Carlo nightclub sipping Bellinis with Prince Albert. Spelling's attention was soon turned by a fresh diversion from her unsuitable marriage, which was obviously set to fail from the beginning. Instant Attraction. Spelling was in Ottawa in July 2005 shooting the Lifetime feature Mind Over Murder. She met Dean McDermott there. Despite being married, McDermott to actress, model, and singer Mary Jo Eustace, and Spelling to Shanahan, the two fell in love right away and started an affair the night they met. At first sight, it was love. He had a wedding band, which made me realize how deeply I had fallen. In her 2009 book, she added, and, oh yeah, I had a husband, too. Wedding vows, nevertheless, couldn't separate them. I had no regrets when I woke up next to Dean the next day, Spelling said. The truth comes out. Naturally, the romance couldn't remain a secret indefinitely. The therapist told Shanahan that Spelling was not happy when she was alone with me. She didn't want to have children with me. She'd only married me because I loved her and took care of her. And oh yeah, while in Canada, she cheated on me with her latest Lifetime movie co-star, Shanahan recalled to People soon after receiving an invitation to meet at Spelling's therapist's office. Spelling's marriage to Shanahan was ended within 15 months of this discovery, and the two would not communicate for many years. After her divorce, Spelling didn't spend any time moping. Instead, she was eager to celebrate her new relationship with McDermott, who had also split from his 12-year marriage. Flying to Fiji. The pair ultimately were married in a modest private ceremony in Fiji in May 2006, wearing white and going barefoot. I've never been more eager to marry and make a lady my wife as I am with her. It's an overpowering sensation. People heard Dean McDermott exclaim, "We're soulmates." Not everyone, however, was thrilled with the rescheduled match. Family drama. Aaron and Candy Spelling were unable to accept the scandal of their daughter's divorce and hasty remarriage, so they did not attend the wedding ceremony in Fiji. Her choice to leave Shanahan and elope with McDermott so quickly caused them to suffer. The concerned parents were upset with their daughter's erratic conduct since they were used to her pranks being reported in the headlines. The family's level of tension hit an all-time high. Unfortunately, a fatal turn of events was imminent. Father's death. Aaron Spelling, the famous producer and entertainment king, died in June 2006 at the age of 83, only a month after his daughter's second marriage. 5 days after suffering a major stroke, he passed away at his home in Beverly Hills. Additionally, he had been afflicted with Alzheimer's disease. In the weeks leading up to his passing, Spelling saw her father for the first time in months, but her mother still held her daughter responsible for his passing. After Aaron Spelling's death, Spelling and her mother's relationship remained tense, in part because of the surprising legacy he left his kids. Surprise legacy. The Daily Mail claims that despite Aaron Spelling's estate being valued hundreds of millions of dollars, the entertainment mogul only gave $800,000 to each of his children, with his wife Candy taking home the great bulk of his fortune. The Daily Mail was informed by Spelling's ex-husband, Shanahan, that, from what I understand, Aaron Spelling's, hope was that it would bring Tori closer to her mom because it would require a connection between them. But because of her shaky connection with her mother, Aaron's gamble put his daughter in a precarious financial situation. To keep afloat, the actress had to discover some new sources of money. In Love. Spelling made her debut on reality television in January 2007. For the reality show Tori and Dean, Home Sweet Hollywood, she and McDermott feigned to own and run a bed and breakfast property in Fallbrook, California named Chateau LaRue. The show followed the couple through the highs and lows of their early marriage and ran from 2007 until 2012. Over 1 million people tuned in to follow Spelling and McDermott's lives together in the third season, setting new ratings records for the Oxygen network. Some significant turning points in Spelling and McDermott's marriage were also documented in Tori and Dean, Home Sweet Hollywood. Welcoming baby Liam. In March 2007, Liam Aaron McDermott, Spelling and McDermott's first child, was born. Spelling subsequently said on social media, "My entire life changed for the better. I knew I'd never be alone. The moment I knew he was growing inside me." The new mother charmed viewers with her candor as she spoke about her pregnancy, delivery, and postpartum experiences on Tori and Dean. Spelling and McDermott quickly prepared to welcome their second child. Actress turned author. Spelling continued to work despite being consumed by her new role as a mother. She made the decision to broaden her horizons during her subsequent pregnancy by launching a jewelry and design brand, and published her first book in March 2008. Co-written by Spelling and Hilary Lifton, the autobiography soon became a New York Times bestseller in the hardcover nonfiction category with the creative title Storytelling. This was Spelling's opportunity to finally share her own narrative after years of her life's details being covered by the tabloids. The letter. Spelling gave birth to her second child, a daughter she called Stella Doreen, in June 2008, only a few months later. The couple was dealing with more than just juggling the needs of 2 little children. Candy Spelling further escalated the controversy by lamenting that she had never met her grandchild in an open letter to her daughter that she posted on her website. While the relationship remained tense, Spelling received some unexpected news amid the family conflict. "I'm a mother who, like every mother, wants communication and a great relationship with you, my daughter, and your family. I'd love to work it out the way all families try to resolve issues, in private," she wrote. 90210, Take 2. In order to attract younger viewers to the franchise, the CW decided to reboot Beverly Hills 90210 as a brand new show simply called 90210. In the 19th and 20th episodes of the new show, Spelling was asked to make a special guest star appearance, reprising her role as an adult Donna Martin, whose fictional life mirrored her own. "I get to be a mom, which is fun. It's so crazy to think of Donna as a mother. Sometimes I can't believe that I'm a mama too." Fans of the original series praised her cameo. Renewing their vows. After a period of reconciliation with her mother in 2009, Spelling decided that it was time for her and McDermott to celebrate their love with their family, even though there were rumors that they were having marital issues. In May 2010, Candy Spelling, along with their 2 children, family, and friends, renewed their vows in Beverly Hills. But everything was not as it seemed because Spelling and McDermott were going to face more difficulties than they had ever encountered before. Fourth pregnancy. In October 2011, Spelling and McDermott welcomed their third child, Hattie Margaret. A month later, Spelling became pregnant once more, but this time it was very different from the previous 3. "I had to scream for Stella, and I'll never forget the look on her face when she saw me surrounded by blood everywhere," Spelling said when she woke up one night in June 2012. "I said, 'Baby, will you go get Daddy?' so as not to frighten her. "Tell him I'm bleeding, please," she remembered telling people. They hurried the actress to the hospital. Placenta previa. Despite the fact that the baby was saved, Spelling had to stay in the hospital for 3 months on strict bed rest because of a severe case of placenta previa that resulted in profuse bleeding. In August 2012, she had a C-section to deliver her son, Finn. When they put him in my arms, I was like, "We made it. We did. Now we have an insane bond. We've been through hell and back," Spelling said to Us Weekly. Spelling eventually went home to be with McDermott and her family after being discharged from the hospital. She soon found herself in the news once more. Another bestseller. Following the success of her best-selling sequels to Storytelling, Mommywood, and Uncharted Territory, Spelling published her 4th book, Spelling It Like It Is, in October 2013. The reality star and mother of 4 continued to share honest details about her family's life in the spotlight, including their financial difficulties. Additionally, work began on a new reality show called Tori and Dean, Cabin Fever, which would follow the family as they relocate to a cabin by the lake and make it into their vacation home. But the demands of living as a reality TV family were going to get to be too much. Marital troubles. Tori and Dean, Home Sweet Hollywood, was canceled later that year. Then, when filming Chopped Canada, McDermott came clean about cheating on Spelling with actress Emily Goodhand over the holidays. Spelling, meanwhile, was back at home, spending Christmas with their 4 kids. Spelling and McDermott were committed to resolving their differences and restoring trust, despite the fact that they were aware of the difficult path ahead. And they chose to do it while the cameras were rolling, in typical Tori and Dean fashion. True Tori. True Tori, which debuted on Lifetime on April 22, 2014, followed Spelling and McDermott as they worked through their marriage after McDermott's infidelity and a period of treatment. The program gave the couple an opportunity to demonstrate to the public that they were attempting to solve their issues and do what was best for their 4 kids in the midst of a lot of tabloid rumors. Even the popularity of the program, which lasted for 2 seasons with 8 episodes each, was unable to shield the family from Spelling and McDermott's extravagant spending. Budgeting fails. The couple's lifestyle was about to catch up with them, even if they were much happier together in the months that followed. According to a 2016 People article, the state of California has imposed a $259,108.23 tax lien on Spelling and McDermott for unpaid taxes. Due to unpaid payments, there were also rumors that the couple was being sued by other businesses, including American Express. Spelling, meanwhile, made an effort to refute the reports. People were informed by her that, "We're not bankrupt, we're not struggling, we're fine." It became evident that the family was experiencing significant financial issues that would last for years to come, regardless of whether they were bankrupt or not. Stronger together. Bo Dean McDermott, the 5th and last member of Spelling and McDermott's family, was born on March 2, 2017. For Spelling, the new baby represented the reunion between her and her spouse. "I feel like Bo is really the pillar of the rebirth of our relationship because our relationship had to crumble for it to be rebuilt, and it was really important that we just started over," she said to People. Sadly, the good days were short-lived. "We are all sincerely thankful for our large, lovely, and healthy family," she said. Another reboot. In an attempt to restore financial stability for the family, Spelling met with studio president David Staff to discuss a reboot of Beverly Hills 90210, in which the original cast would play exaggerated versions of themselves in a sort of meta-series. Despite the series' success and initial high viewership, Fox canceled it after just 1 season, citing the cast members' continued chemistry with one another, while critics questioned whether the meta format could support future seasons. Despite this, Spelling wasn't prepared to abandon the 90210 world. 90210 Spelling and her 90210 co-star, Jenny Garth, released a podcast in November 2020 called 90210 MG, in which they rewatched the original series and talked about their experiences working with TV and radio personality Cesani Villaclara. We have everything that happened off camera as well that we'll get into fun details. That's the cool perspective. People got to see us on camera, but we were friends in real life behind the scenes. So it'll be cool to merge those worlds and let our fans in on it, Spelling told Us Weekly. The holiday card. The media once again focused on Spelling and McDermott's marriage in the summer of 2021 after Spelling disclosed in a podcast that she and her husband were sleeping in different rooms, and McDermott later told the Daily Mail that many of their marital issues were caused by his substance abuse. In December, Tori posted a photo of her holiday card on social media showing a lineup of herself, her 5 children, and a number of farm animals, but noticeably without Dean McDermott. Spelling explained in the comments that Dean's absence was because of his filming schedule in Canada, but fans still feared the worst for the couple. Candy's birthday. Spelling made the decision to focus on another significant relationship in her life in September 2022, her relationship with her mother, Candy. Encouraged by her close friend, Josh Flagg, Spelling planned a special birthday dinner for Candy, inviting her brother to join them by plane. Spelling acknowledged on a Jeff Lewis Live podcast that I hadn't seen her since before COVID. Josh then said, "Okay, we're going to have a family dinner at her place." So we went, and we had a great night. She also said that after the celebration, the two were now in regular communication. The separation. Despite this show of family unity, there were reports of marital trouble throughout the next several years, and in June 2023, McDermott announced on social media that he and Spelling had split up. It's with great sadness and a very, very heavy heart that after 18 years together and 5 amazing children, Tori Spelling and I have decided to go our separate ways and start a new journey of our own. We will continue to work together as loving parents and guide and love our children through this difficult time, he wrote in a post that has since been removed from Instagram. The public was shocked by the revelation, even though the couple had been in trouble for some time. Reactions of surprise. Their friends have seen their ups and downs through the years, but they really did seem to be in a good place in recent months. This feels really out of the blue. If this had happened a year ago, it would have been expected because things were terrible between them, a source told People. They were definitely trying in the last few months, and things felt way less toxic. They also made an effort to make holidays and milestones special and were much more in tune with each other, another anonymous source said. Nevertheless, Spelling and McDermott finally concluded that they were better off apart in spite of this development. The disaster was about to strike Spelling once again as she struggled to repair her life after her breakup with McDermott. Mold problems. After experiencing a dangerous mold infestation in their California home, the mother of 5 posted pictures of her family on social media, pleading for assistance at an urgent care center. Our troubles are at the next level with our mold problem and the house that's been slowly killing us for 3 years. My kids are so sick and can't get well, and our family needs help, she wrote with tears in her eyes. When the severity of the issue became apparent, the family was abruptly forced to leave their opulent house. Following leaving their leased luxury home, Spelling was seen staying with her kids at a number of inexpensive hotels and campsites following the mold news. Mansion to motel. It should come as no surprise that they did not initially choose this new lodging. Tori has been struggling monetarily speaking. The mold situation is real, but it has been difficult for her to find a place to stay during it because her financial situation is not great. Tori is doing her best to make things work and take care of her kids, a source told Entertainment Tonight. It was reported that Candy Spelling provided her daughter with financial support during this trying period. Trailer park life. Spelling's opulent upbringing was a long cry from life in campsites and trailer parks, and it must have been a difficult adjustment for her and her kids to find themselves in such vulnerable situations. Despite the fact that the paparazzi were eager to profit from Spelling's RV setup, and that the newspapers included several pictures of the family seated on camping chairs, There have been rumors that the trip was only short-lived and that the family has since moved into more permanent quarters. Staying strong. Spelling formally filed for divorce from McDermott in March 2024. The 51-year-old actress spoke about the early stages of their relationship and expressed her happiness and gratitude for the trip they had taken together on her most recent podcast, Miss Spelling. In closing, she affirmed that she and McDermott are very friendly and everything is fantastic. It's incredible to learn that the ex-spouses have managed to move beyond their past and concentrate on friendship and co-parenting even after such a tumultuous time. Looking to the future. With opulent highs and difficult lows, Tori Spelling's life has been an enthralling journey from adored TV actress and reality star to a tabloid mainstay. She continues to handle the limelight with fortitude and tenacity, concentrating on her family and work in spite of several personal and financial setbacks. After their recent tumultuous time, we pray Spelling's family finds stability and serenity. The Hollywood heiress will undoubtedly continue to reinvent herself and come out stronger, exhibiting the same resilience and energy that have characterized her incredible path.
If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon